companion. We're only through when we outdo the competition. I make toys, but I've got aspirations. Make some noise, use your imagination. Girls and boys.
Were you recording?
Yes.
Oh, whoops.
Welcome to, ho, 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 Merry Christmas! You're listening to Christmas Star FM. This is Santa Claus! Ho, ho, ho!
I'm Rudolph the Red-Nosed Gay Deer.
Wow, bro. Got him.
Yeah, boy, it's Christmas. It's okay. By the time we post this, it will be Christmas.
I mean, maybe.
At the rate we're going.
Christmas,
Yeah.
Christmas. I'm sure we talked about Christmas a million times since this Digiro's been going for like 4 years now.
No, Victor, what's Christmas?
Christmas is the Jewish holiday for Jews.
Oh, yeah?
Where they
Where they
celebrate
whine
the
and
menorah.
feel bad about
yeah.
how they've always been persecuted.
Yes.
Sounds good. I like it.
Accurate.
I can dig it.
Accurate description of Christmas. What are we doing for Christmas this year? Having fun?
Being gay and going to hell.
Likely outcome.
Yes.
We do. We should make. We make chocolate.
What?
What are
Make
Christmas
chocolate?
things?
It's not Valentine's Day.
You know, that's what the Japanese do.
For
They
Valentine's
make chocolate
Day.
all the time. What are you talking about?
They make chocolate all the time.
To make
Victor,
chocolate.
2018.
The Japanese are like, oh,
They
let's
eat
not,
fried chicken,
let's
you
not
ding-dong.
make chocolate for Christmas. Oh, that sounds awesome.
Yeah, they go to KFC
Dude,
and
we
they
should
get
do
a
that
cake.
for Christmas.
They literally go to KFC and they get a Christmas cake. That's what they do.
I'm glad I had an authentic Nihongo here to tell me how the Japanese...
I've watched enough anime, alright? Okay? I've watched a couple of Japanese animations in my day, and sometimes they talk about Christmas, alright? I'm basically an expert.
I just want Nihon for Christmas.
Victor.
Boku no watashi wa namae wa Santa Clausu desu.
Anyway, how do you feel about the obligation to give gifts for Christmas?
I don't like it. I don't want to give gifts to anyone except for you. And everyone else can go fuck themselves. And I'm not going to give gifts to anyone but you, and everyone else is going to go fuck themselves. I didn't even think about it. I didn't even think about getting gifts for anyone but you. I mean, partially because none of my family is around. So, and I have no friends. So who the fuck am I going to give gifts to other than you?
Even when your parents were here, though,
I'd
like
give
you would
them
make
stuff.
them things.
Yeah, I'd
though.
paint them things.
Yeah.
My Christmas present this year was going to be hanging out with them for New Year's. So that's not going to happen anymore because it's too
Right.
expensive.
Yeah.
Because they decided to move to fucking California.
California.
Who would have thought it would have been hard for everyone to just fucking drop and go to California during the holidays? Big surprise.
It's almost like flying during the holidays is expensive.
It's almost like moving to California makes things a little bit difficult for hanging out. Didn't see that one coming.
I mean, that's just inevitable.
It's almost like, yeah, you're not going to get to see us every fucking 4 months.
Yeah.
Because you're in California and there's
We
nothing
can't
we can
afford
do
to go
about
out
that.
there every holiday.
It's almost like, yeah, maybe I do, like, literally have money that I could spend to get us to go. Like, I could feasibly drop $2,500 for us to go visit my parents. Is that something that it works in practicality? Is that gonna shoot us in the foot? Yes, absolutely.
Right.
Not really the best. Like, you could be like, oh, it's for family, all you want, but then we're gonna have to go again, you know?
Right.
And again. And right now, I don't have $2,000 to spend. We can wait a few months and spend $500, you know?
Yeah. And I'm not in a great place to contribute financially in doing that right now either, so...
I gotta dodge the guilt. The guilt bullets are flying at me. Whoosh, whoosh. They're flying at me. And I'm dodging them. I'm
You're
dodging
like
them like
Neo
the Matrix.
in the
I'm bending over
Matrix.
backwards, dodging these guilt bullets. You can't get me, bitch. You can't get me. Ah.
Well, I have a opposite feeling of you because you know that I enjoy buying gifts for
Yes,
people.
Hope likes
it
giving
makes
gifts.
me happy.
Uh-huh.
because I feel like I'm pretty good at it. I feel like I'm a pretty good gift giver. My
Yeah.
selections are usually pretty solid.
Yeah.
So I feel good when I get gifts for somebody and they're like,
I mean-
"Oh, I like this."
I feel really good getting gifts for people. I just don't have anyone to buy gifts for. Like, quite literally right now. Like, who the fuck am I gonna see for Christmas? Who's gonna get me a gift, you know?
Me.
Like, you shouldn't, well, besides you. That's obvious. Obviously, I'm getting you gifts. But you don't buy gifts for people if you're not in the kind of relationship where they're gonna be getting a gift for you, you know?
Yeah.
Like, there's an understanding, like, people would feel weird if you got them a gift and they
Uh-oh.
didn't get you a gift, you know? If they didn't know that, like, that was the kind of established friendship you have. Like, if I got a gift for one of my you know, my coworkers who are my friends, it would be like, okay. Like, why? Why did you get me a gift? It would be weird.
I feel like just because of where I am right now financially, it's kind of hard because I'm like,
Yeah.
I really have to think about who I want to get gifts for because I don't
Yeah.
have a lot of money. So it's like,
Now, it's unfortunate for you because you have a lot of friends that do gift exchanging,
yes,
you know?
exactly.
So it's like, you know the people who might give you gifts, and you will feel bad if you don't give them something in return.
Exactly. So it's like, I kind of have to, but
Yeah.
I have to try and not spend too much money.
Whereas for me, there is no one who will give me gifts besides you. So,
Yeah.
like, there's no
well,
one
your friends
I have to
were not
consider.
the gift-giving kind.
And we're a bunch of dudes, you know?
I guess
Dudes
guys
aren't
don't do that,
aren't
yeah.
as open to giving each other gifts because, like, it's just weird, you know? I don't know.
It's just weird. I mean, I'll take your word for it.
I mean,
I
you
don't
could
know.
you'd be like, oh, it's Christmas, I'll buy you lunch or something, you know? Like, if you're hanging out already. Or like, hey, let's hang out for Christmas. And, like, that's it, you know?
It's a big rock.
But it's like, you don't want to buy gifts for your fucking dude friends when you know they have to buy gifts for their girlfriends and stuff like that, you know?
I mean,
like,
just get him a pack of dude wipes.
their family. Yes, dude wipes. You're gonna get everyone dude wipes for Christmas.
Hey.
That would be a good gift for Aaron. That motherfucker shits more than I do, man. Shitting everywhere.
Shitting everywhere.
Takes the heat off of me, you know, when someone
True.
else is taking more public shits. It's like, alright, now nobody notices that I have to take a shit every time I come to work because Aaron's already taking a shit and he's already the guy getting teased for it.
Nice.
So people just gotta shit all the time, man. It's a curse.
Man, I just shitted on him.
Shitting on them.
I'm
I'm just shitting on them. Anyways, I didn't mean to come off as so aggressive. Sorry. I love you.
Yeah, I
And I
love
love
you
your,
too.
your sweetness and ability to give gifts. I think I've become through my poorness progressively more selfish because I'm used to having no money and kind of justifying, like, I can't do anything for anyone else because I don't have enough money and I need to do stuff for myself. But I've gotten so used to doing that now that I do have more money, I am still hesitant because I think of myself as being broke.
You're in that poor boy mentality.
Yes, I'm trapped in the poor boy mentality. I've been thinking about this recently. Where it's just like, I'm not broke anymore. I don't have to worry about it, but I still come at most situations as if I were broke, you know? Except for when it comes to buying drinks. And food for hope.
And video games.
Yeah, some video games. No, I'm still, you know, I haven't been going ham. I could be going ham. There's a lot of games coming out right
a couple
now.
games in the last couple months, though.
Yeah, I got
You
Soul
bought Soul
Calibur and I
Calibur.
got
Pokemon.
Which is funny because those are both games that are like, I guess Pokemon's more worthwhile, but Soul Calibur it was like, I know this is gonna end up being a throwaway that I don't play that much, you know. But it
But
was
you
a
can
nostalgia
make your
buy.
own character.
Yeah. It's a great game, you know. It's a lot of fun. It's just I don't have anyone to play it with, really.
You can make meme boys.
Yeah, you can make meme characters. That's the point of the game. I'm just a big, long-time Soul Calibur fan, so it's hard to resist. And I figured it would be easy to play it for a couple hours and not have to get invested in a long game. I think that's part of the hesitation I have with buying games. But then there was like Nier Automata just went on sale for $30, and I was like, I really want to buy that. But you know, you got Smash Bros coming down the pipe and stuff. It's like I don't know what I don't want to go
mean,
too
there's
ham. I just bought Pokemon. I'll play that first, you know.
There's a lot coming down the line. You
There's
gotta
a lot in the
decide.
works, a lot in the pipes. Ah!
Hmm?
Everyone's gonna be on that Smash shit. At least Smash is a game that everyone will be fucking playing, you know?
True.
It'll have some longevity to it. Soul Calibur, I was like, no one's gonna play Soul Calibur. No one's gonna be on this shit. Even though Connor and Tom were playing it. And I should have, like, reached out to them to play with them. Ugh, I guess I still could.
I don't see why
And I
not.
hate playing online with people. It's so much work. I never think about it, you know? Because I'm not going to think about it and be like, oh, on Friday, let's play online together. It's like, you think about it when you go to play the game. And then you're like, well, they're not going to have time now, you know? I'm not going to ask them right now because, like, oh, they're not just going to be like, oh, yeah, I just happen to be doing absolutely nothing and I want to play Soul Calibur for you for multiple hours. Yeah, that sounds great. They'll end up like when we invited Munchie on the Breath of the Wild stream out of nowhere, and he was like, what is even happening?
Chaos.
And I was like, hey,
Just
buddy.
Chaos.
You're playing with us now. You're here. You're in this investment. You're part of the thing now.
You're here now. Sorry.
Oh my god, there's a lot of fucking lizards
There's
right now.
a bunch of dudes here. Speaking of Munchie, this is a little bit old at this point, but
Yeah.
wait, did you still have thoughts about college?
Oh god, fuck. It's good you brought that up because I was so infuriated.
Yeah.
It's on the fucking It's okay because they keep talking about it on the PCP, so it's staying like
okay,
a
so
relevant
it's still
topic.
relevant.
I think.
That's
Yeah.
nice.
It's not totally irrelevant because it's not like he's going to college yet, you know. So
Yeah.
it's still relevant because it's his actual life. But fucking these fucking assholes, fucking all of them, Conrad and Nate and Ben, mostly Nate and Ben and Conrad, who are so fucking anti-college, trying to talk someone like Munchie out of college, and it's infuriating. Because, like, damn it, I wish this were, like, fresh in my head. But it's like Munchie wants to go to college. He
Yeah.
clearly has a plan.
He's thought it through.
He's thought it through. He researched the professors at the university he wants to go to. You know, he wants to be a draw boy. He wants to go to a good art school and get a good education.
He has
and,
goals,
like,
and he needs to do this to attain those goals.
He has clear goals. And it's like, if you are a goal-oriented person and you go into college with goals, with a plan,
You're
you
gonna
can
get
accomplish a lot.
So much
Yeah.
more out of it than someone who's just like, I have to get a degree,
Yeah,
and
if
you
you
get
know
a
what you
fucking
wanna do.
philosophy degree because you're an idiot.
Yeah.
Sorry if you have a philosophy degree.
And you're not doing something that's obviously not what you're gonna end up wanting to do. Like fucking, you know, not. I don't know enough about Ben's life to really to make a call on him, but like to use it as an example, Ben is someone who went to college for like what he's got a degree in like fucking. He taught like physics or something.
Yeah,
right? Yeah,
isn't
he taught
he
like.
a physics major?
And it's like, knowing his personality and everything, it doesn't seem like that's something that he really wanted to do long. Like, it seems like, I don't know his story, but I'm going to use as just an example of something that people generally do, so I'm applying this to his life as how I perceive him from an outside lens. But it seems like going into, like, maybe he was more passionate about art, but he wanted to go for a career that was more stable and more, like, practical, and didn't go in the direction that he wanted, you know?
Yeah.
When, oh, this is something that I'm kind of interested in, and it's practical, and I could see myself doing this as an actual career, but not really being passionate about it, going in kind of half-hearted, and then getting a really practical degree, and then realizing that you hate doing that, you know?
Yeah.
Like, that's super different than someone like Munchie who's, like, he's been drawing all his life, that's obviously what he wants to do, he's gonna be doing that no matter what, like, that is his goal, but he wants to try to, like, get into the more, like,
He doesn't
higher
want
professional end of it,
struggle
you know?
doing
Yeah.
a personal webcomic for
he
10 years.
Exactly. And like their big argument is like you could just draw now. You could get good at drawing now. You could do a webcomic. You could do
like,
this and that and the other.
Yeah,
but
you
it's like
could, but
maybe like it's hard for them to understand because they're those people who are like I have to own my own life and like I gotta live my own rules. I gotta be my own
they
boss.
don't want to
and
be
it's
bought
like,
by somebody.
yeah. And it's like maybe he just wants to draw for other people. Maybe he would be fine. Like what he likes to do is the act of drawing, and it doesn't matter if it's his characters or someone else's characters.
Right.
He just wants to draw
Maybe-
and animate and be a part of that industry.
Right.
Like,
Maybe he wants to be a part of a team
Yeah.
that's making something bigger than a one person's webcomic.
exactly. And like I relate to that extremely. I want to be a cinematographer. I don't need to write the movie. I don't need to direct the movie. It doesn't have to be my fucking love child, you know? I just
Right.
want to do the act. I want to do the work. I don't need to be the artist all the time. I don't need to be my own boss. I want to do the work. If someone comes to me with a fucking awesome script and I can be a part of that and I can shoot it, why wouldn't I want to do that? You know, just because I didn't come up with it, just because I'm not, like, I don't want to be a solo operation, you know?
Right.
And if you don't want to be a solo operation, you can't do that as a YouTube content creator, as a fucking webcomic guy on Patreon. You'll never get above that. Like, there's no next step to that.
It's survival, you know? That's really
Yeah.
all that is.
Exactly, you're surviving on your own, and it's fine if you want to do that.
If that's what your goal is, then great.
But, like,
that's not what Munchie seems to
yeah,
want.
and there's never going to be a point where, like, if Munchie wants to go and work for Disney, animating for them, or Pixar or something, or be on Cartoon Network or anything like that, it's never going to happen by, oh, I've been successful on Patreon doing a webcomic.
And
Will you
Cartoon
hire
Network's
me at
gonna be
Disney?
like, yeah,
you know?
bro.
Because they're going to be like, we could do that, or we could hire this person who went to a university
And
and
made
has all this experience and made connections, who interned with us for 2 years, you know?
Right.
The internship is the most valuable thing you can possibly do in college that I wish I had done, you know? Because it's like, the most, like, the most useful part of college is connections, especially when you're an
Yeah.
artist or something. It's all about the connections and who you're meeting, and, like, how much you put into it is how much you get out of it with anyone. Like, I didn't put that much into college, like, my last year. I didn't know where to look. I didn't know what I was doing. My school wasn't the best. You know, it didn't have a good
Yeah.
film program. So, like, I would apply myself into the classes, but I wasn't doing more than that. But it's like, if you go beyond just your classes
cutscene.
and engage with... Oh, yeah, I should skip it because it's going to copyright claim us.
Yeah. Sorry.
But, like, if you're someone who goes into college and you just do the classes and you get through it that way, like, you're probably not going to get anything out of it. But if you're someone who goes in, maybe you join a club or you get an internship, like, you're going to get so much more because the more you put in, the more you get out, you know? If you
Right.
really meet people, if you get to know your classmates and make connections and have a community, and then, like, you know, one of those guys gets out, he starts doing a project, he hires you, like, that's how you network and stuff in college. Like, you don't just go to class and then come home, you know?
Right.
You're not getting anything out of that. It's about the community, you know?
Yeah.
And if you want to work for someone and not be a fucking independent content creator on the internet, then that's the way you're going to have to go, you know?
Exactly. You have to go out and you have to socialize and you have to make connections.
Yeah.
That's just the way it is. And, I mean, their other big argument is, oh, you're putting yourself in so much debt doing
Yeah.
this. But, like...
You're going to pay off that debt.
Here's
Yeah.
the thing. Everything in life that is a big undertaking is an investment. When
Yeah.
you buy a car, you're putting yourself in debt as an investment so that you have a car.
Yes.
When you go to college, you're putting yourself in debt as an investment so that you have a set of skills or connections or whatever the case may be. It's not like you're doing it for shits and giggles.
Yeah.
You're doing it with a purpose, with a plan that you're going to pay it back. That's not going to be the rest of your life.
Yeah. And it's like, it's hard when it comes to an artist. Oh, fuck.
He gotcha.
Because it's easy to go like, oh, art school is a waste of time. All these people have said so, you know? But then
Right.
it's like, it's weird because you'll hear that a lot from people who went to college
Yeah.
and are successful, you
Exactly.
know?
Like
and
me.
it's like, they a lot of the time they don't perceive the way, because like someone like Tom is a great example of someone who went to college and it didn't work out for him at all, you know?
Yeah.
But then like, I don't know the rest of Tom's story to like, you know, not to dog on him, but I don't know how engaging he was with college. He seems like he didn't like it, you know? I don't know how he was engaged with his class or
Right.
his teachers or what
Which
school he
is
went to, you know?
fine.
Did he go to a great school? I don't know. I don't know how he engaged with it. And I don't know that Munchie is going to do it in the same way because I feel like he wouldn't, you know?
Right. Because everybody's different. There's some people that college isn't going to work for and some people that it will.
Yeah.
That's just the nature of the beast.
And you can't just be like, oh, college is a waste of time. Because it's like, yeah, but I bet every motherfucker at Disney and Pixar went to college.
Right.
Like,
They
there's
didn't
not a
just walk
single
in
guy off
off
of there
of
that was some
fucking-
random hire, you know?
They didn't just get found on Tumblr. You
Exactly.
know? They didn't find, Pixar didn't find their DeviantArt page and go, oh, can I fucking hire you, bro?
Yeah.
like,
I
come on.
somehow greatly doubt it. Maybe there is a case, but it's probably one person in a billion fucking people. It just depends on what you want to do. If you just want to be a comic book artist, why the fuck would you go to college? That's not gonna get you an audience or anything. You're not really gonna get anything out of that.
Right.
Maybe you can intern at like a comic studio and learn that business, if you wanted to work for like DC as a comic artist, maybe, I don't know, but like you just got to think about where you want to be and like how you're gonna get there, and if college makes sense for what you want to do, with what Munchie wants to do. It seems like that is clear. He didn't do a good enough job of explaining like that aspect to them, because he was like bringing up how like he wants to have these life experiences, he wants to live with a roommate, he wants to like get out of home, and like he was looking at it like that college romanticism aspect of it, and it's like
it's that
for-
Tatami
yeah.
Galaxy.
But that as an
rose-colored
argument to these
college
guys who are
life.
like to Nate, it's just you're gonna put yourself in debt, and that's the worst thing you could possibly do.
But
coming from a guy who's
that,
paid off
yeah,
his debt,
a guy who
but,
has a
yeah.
job that pays very well because he went to college and completed a college degree and has paid off his college debt,
Yeah.
and now he can pursue a career he is more interested because he has the support of a job he got by going to college.
Yeah, and he still knocks the college, and then I think that was part of like his dad's connections or something that got him that job.
But even so, he had to complete the degree to keep the
He had
job.
to complete the degree to keep the job.
So
like he is a guy who went to college and has paid off his college debt and makes, from what I understand, pretty good money doing what he does. You know, because he's not a dumbass and he applies himself and like he sticks to it. And also, you know, his YouTube career is not exactly taking off yet. So like
Right.
it's not like
So you need
it's
that
not like
other
you're like,
source of
oh,
income.
I didn't need that other job because my YouTube career took off and college was a waste of time. It's like, no, it's not really taking off for you yet. You can look at someone like PewDiePie who didn't, you know, sucked at college, didn't like it at all, and ended up having a career that got him out of it. But like, you can't look at those few outliers and say like, oh, that's how it's gonna be
Right.
for me, or you're gonna end up
Because
fucked.
Are you really going to be PewDiePie?
Yeah.
No, probably not.
And Conrad uses himself as the example of successful person who didn't go to college, but it's like, you're not that successful yet, you know? Conrad's not that big. He's getting by with the middle class wage. He's not like huge or anything. He's very up his own ass.
Not to say that you can't do it, but
Yeah.
it's very,
You
very
can.
challenging and very, very unlikely.
Yeah, you just gotta be a special kind of guy, and you gotta want to do that, you know?
Yeah, it has to be your, like, number one goal.
Yeah. Ugh. For me, like, Conrad will use me as an example sometimes, not really, I think, fully understanding my college experience, but, like, I would not have anything if I didn't go to college. Like,
Right.
I would not be doing shit. I would have I'd probably be working at the fucking Checkered Flag like all my fucking high school friends, you know? Like fucking Donson and Boyd, who are just working at Checkered Flag for an eternity and can't get out and can't do anything else. And fucking Mike, who's now moving up to be a mechanic at Checkered Flag. Like, all three of those guys are people who, you know, just weren't ambitious enough to escape that fate.
Right.
And didn't have the resources. But, you know, I think it's another case of, like, fear of putting yourself in debt stopping you from, like, really going for it, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
Because there is a fear that you'll put yourself in debt and then you won't get to pay it off after school. But, like,
But if you're smart,
it seems like most of the people who get in debt and can't pay it off, it's because they didn't like the job that they got through college, you know?
yeah.
Or they weren't going into the right field in the first place. Like
Or,
Josh,
you know,
who
you made dumb
Josh, who
decisions.
changed his major 3 times and then decided to be a screenwriter. And it's like, well, yeah, of course you're not going to get a job screenwriting out of college. That's not a thing. Like, and he didn't get a screenwriting degree or anything. He got a communications degree with the filmmaking emphasis and took 2 screenwriting classes. And it's like, there's no job to get with that, you know?
Yeah.
He didn't stick to what he wanted to do. Especially if you're someone who doesn't know what you want to do and you change your major never change your major. What's wrong with you? Like, what are you fucking doing?
Get a fucking business degree if you don't know what you're doing.
Yeah.
You're
There's
safe
so
with
many
a
people who go
business
in and don't know
degree.
what they're doing and then come out and be like, college fucked me. It's like, well, you didn't know what the fuck you're doing in the first place.
Yeah. The problem is if you have no direction, you're gonna get fucked.
Yeah. Like, I decided I wanted to do film in high school. I have not stopped pursuing that since I decided it in the 10th grade, you know? I've been in a straight line right there. It's taken me a while, you know, because I'm not a good social person, and because, yeah, I went to a shit college that wasn't the best for film, you know? It's gotten better since I left, but, like, it is still a shit film school, because they don't have connections to anything, you know? But if I hadn't gone, and if I hadn't made connections with the guy who runs the film department of my
Right.
school, you know, that wouldn't have
Who
led
put
to
you
this.
in contact with Derek Bort and a lot of other people.
Exactly. Like, it all, one thing led to another, and now I'm making good money. You know, it just takes a lot, it took a lot of time. And, like, it was never a very super clear path. But if I hadn't gone to school, nothing would have happened.
Right.
I would have been making YouTube videos with Conrad, and he would have taken off, and I wouldn't have, you know? And it would have sucked. Because, like, I can't do YouTube. It's not me.
Yeah.
That's probably what I would be trying. I'd probably be fucking working at Checkered Flag and doing YouTube on the side and, like, hanging out with the PCP and complaining about how it's not getting me anywhere. And that would be my life. And it's like advice from a bunch of guys telling you not to go to college when they're a bunch of, like, honestly kind of bit of deadbeats, you know, not exactly the most successful people in the world, especially when it comes to their art.
And I guess,
Like, just saying, there's different levels of advice you could take from different people,
Yeah.
and, like, you usually want to take advice from the guy who's, like, really made it, you know, and not guys who are in the process of trying to make it and haven't made it yet.
yeah.
Not to shit on my boys with PCP, because I like them and everything, but, like, they're not doing it. They know they're not doing much, you know? Like, it's been years. It's been, like, 6 years or something. How long have I known those guys, you know? When was the first BronyCon? Like, how long has Conrad been doing YouTube?
Quite a while.
It's been a long fucking time. It's been quite some fucking time to grow skills and get projects going, and not much has happened, quite honestly. They do a lot of patting themselves on the back and not a lot of getting it done. I'm calling them out. I'm going
This
on
is
a
a
hot take,
call-out
man.
post.
Calling out the PCP. They're not accomplishing enough. And they don't stick at one direction long enough to fucking get anything done. Or they get too sidetracked with Nuzlocke and bullshit, you know?
Nuzlocke and bullshit.
It's like, if Nate just fucking, which he probably knows, if he just kept doing what he does the best on YouTube every week, forever, he'd be further by now. Like, the Wee Agawa stuff was great.
Right.
He knows this, they give him shit for it all the time. If he just did Wee Agawa every fucking week for years, it would get somewhere, but he stops doing it, you know?
Yeah.
He takes the breaks, he worries about other stuff, and then it's like, but you gotta do it consistently.
Right.
None of them will be consistent enough. Conrad will get motivated on these big things, and he'll grow, and then he stops. And then he stops growing, and he gets confused, and he does other stuff, and it's just like, you gotta stay on the path. You gotta hold it down, stay in a line. I've been staying in a line for a long time, and it's finally getting somewhere, man. I don't know, you know? I don't know if I've necessarily made it. I'm just finally stable. I'm doing good. I just want Munchie to go to college.
Yeah.
That's, you know, and he is. You know, he's not listening to those guys,
right.
which is
It's
great.
not like that changed his mind, which is good.
Don't let fucking people tell you how to live your fucking life, man.
Right.
You gotta know what's best for yourself.
Yeah. I guess it just kind of irritated me because even though, obviously, I don't know Munchie, but I've, you know, learned enough about him through the PCP and through you that I feel like he's, you know, I'm old enough now that I'm like, he's a really good kid and I want him to succeed.
Yeah.
And I get kind of riled up when people seem to be shitting on him. I'm just
Yeah.
like, I just want to
Telling him
protect
what
him and
to
be
do,
like,
you know?
stop it! Leave
I
him
just
alone.
hate when people who haven't figured their shit out and don't really fucking know anything tell someone else what to do, you know?
Yeah.
Just because it didn't work out for them, they're telling someone else that they can't do the thing that they think is the right thing to do, you know? And they're trying not to be, like, too bad about it, but you know they fucking hate the idea that he's going to college.
Yeah.
And they want to be like, don't fucking go, what's
mean,
wrong with you, you're an idiot.
I don't feel like it's that thinly veiled.
Yeah.
Even I can sense that.
And he knew going into it, you know, and he understands why they hate it, but it's just like, let him do what he's gonna do, you know?
Right.
And I think it's the best path for him, and he should not be discouraged.
No, not at all.
Ugh. I just, been listening to these guys for a long time. Get a little tired of some people's shit sometimes when they're telling the same story over and over again, When you follow people for so long and they just don't grow, It's always the thing. It's the same for me with like Conrad for a while, where it's just like you want the best for people, and then like you follow them for long enough, and they just don't go in the direction you want them to go, and it's frustrating, where you're like, you guys are so talented and so funny and so cool, but you get further and further away from what made you good in the first place. Like it starts to become like maybe they do suck. What was the last really good thing they did? And then you go like, oh yeah, Ben has some really great comics, but like how frequently do those happen, He's so not fucking prolific. It's insane. You get Nate and it's like, man, remember way back in the day when he did his amazing fucking Gurren Lagann video? How long ago was that? That was so long ago. He'll do some really great stuff, but it's so infrequent. Same with Conrad not being in his fucking prime, where it's like I'm waiting for the big thing,
The big thing.
It's just like, was it a fluke that you were great, or were you never great to begin with? It was just a sign of the time. I don't know.
Got him.
It's like the PCP boys still operate on like that original Pony days where it was like, yeah, all these guys are fucking awesome. They're amazing. I want to follow them. I want to give them money and stuff. And then it's just like, but then they don't do anything for a super long time. And then it's like, well, why should people be patroning you? Why are people giving these guys money? They don't do anything. They don't do enough. They're not keeping it up. It's weird. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. I'm glad fucking, like, Hypocrite's finally moving on. Like, I think he realized that, Yeah. I think I talked about that before. It's like, it's been so long that he's been picking away at the YouTube shit and never got consistent and never, like, stuck to it and never grew. And then it's like, a certain point, you're just wasting your life. Like, you're just not getting anything out of it. He's got to move on to do better things. I think he was a college boy, because I think what he's doing now was because of college. He went to an animation school,
right.
And now he's working in animation, supposedly, which is fucking great.
Yeah.
So it's like, he probably knows. He wouldn't have done that if he hadn't got to college, Even
right.
if, like, people get caught up in college is supposed to teach you things, and that's not the goal when it comes to art, That's just not what it's for. It's not just to learn, because you can learn on your own. I wish I had more structure and direction to this rant. It was... just pissed me off so much to hear. And just listening to the PCP all the time and not being able to, like, fucking tell them they're wrong. Mm-hmm. It's funny because there was one guy who called in and, like, ranted to Connor, like, similar things I'm saying, and Nate was like, that sounded like it was Victor calling in to rant at his brother for telling Munchie not to go to college. And I'm like, it was! Like, I was just doing it for me.
Spirit of Victor.
I need to call into their fucking show more and just fucking take the piss out of them, man. Sometimes they can just be so wrong with not enough of a dissenting opinion. Ugh. Or it's like they just... Someone, like, Munchie won't make the right comeback, Like,
right.
Like, he can't explain what he's thinking, but I can feel the logic,
I can feel it.
And, like, you just gotta shut them down. You just gotta shut them down with the solid logic. Because they think their logic is better than yours, and it's not. Because they're misinterpreting what you want to do with your life, Where is this guy? Is he, like, super far away? I hate these. Like, how am I not hitting this right now? Where is this fucking thing in relation to me?
I don't think it's
not
that far
away. Like,
there we
fucking go. I was like interpreting it as too far away, I think, and I
I
couldn't
think
hit it.
so. It was definitely
I don't
not
know.
that far.
Hopefully my argument right now it sounds
Got it.
cohesive at all and not just like the mad ramblings of a stupid man.
I don't think so.
I think it's that my point is too fast, but I want to ramble about it more. I want to be long-winded, but the idea is just that you can't get a... Like, if you clearly want to work at a certain level, then you're not going to get there by being a fucking internet artist. And he doesn't want to be an internet artist, and that's what they're misunderstanding, you know? It's not just about, like, surviving by any means possible. It's about, I want to do this. I want to move in that direction. Ooh. It was the same with the film community, where you hear it all the fucking time. When, you know, I ranted about fucking shitty independent filmmakers before, but it's like, yeah, anyone can be a fucking videographer now if you watch a bunch of YouTube tutorials and get a fucking DSLR. But the DSLR filmmaker videographer guy is never gonna work in Hollywood, you know? He doesn't have the skill set. He doesn't have the connections. You're never gonna work that way. You can get into film without, you know, going to school. It's going to be a lot harder. It's going to be a lot more rare. It's going to be really hard for you to make those connections. Like, you better have a family member doing it. Like, the easiest way to get into film is have a family member who's been doing it, you know?
Right.
That's the best way. Know somebody. That's how you get in. It's all about knowing somebody. If you don't know somebody, well, a great way to find somebody is to go to school. Or, you know, really fucking apply yourself. Good luck, buddy. Because that whole, I want to work on set for free thing is a myth, and that doesn't exist because it's illegal. Unless you're an intern. But, you can't do that unless you go to college. So, you might want to go to college, dumbass. Eat shit.
That's the name of this episode.
Yes, go to college.
You might want to go to
dumbass.
college, dumbass.
Ah! I got too strong, and now all the enemies are hard all the time. They have boners.
Aww.
Oh god, they're killing me. This episode's definitely over, right?
Oh yeah,
Oh yeah,
for sure.
sure. It's getting pretty long.
37
But
minutes.
I wanna beat these dudes. Get them off my tail with bombs.
They're just chasing you all around.
With the tanks and the bombs and the guns. Ah! Damn it! Fuck! Oh, Jesus!
Doing great.
Woo!
You're doing great. You're doing great.
Oh, damn it! No, don't attack those guys! Attack the white guy!
Oh! You might want to heal.
I got this.
Okay.
I don't want to lose my attack power up. That's why I wasn't. I didn't want to heal.
Oh.
Because I'll override my power up.
I got you.
Let's eat the attack thing last.
Oh.
Oh, shit. Oh!
Oh shit.
Ah! Why was I crouching? I hate
Whoa.
that.
He.
The controls can be so frustrating. Did you
fucked
throw
you
that guy
up.
at me?
That guy.
Well, good thing I
wrecked your
cooked
shit.
because all my food is gone now.
Yay!
Oh, yeah. Get fucked. Get fucked. Okay, I'm doing it. I got this.
All right, I believe in you.
Eat shit! Got him. And ass!
Wasted.
Yes.
Oh, get him! Dang.
Oof.
Fucking got him.
Okay, he's dead. I got him!
Yeah.
I did
you
it.
You killed him.
Yeah,
You
I'm the coolest.
murdered him.
I'm the coolest, just like Shadow the Hedgehog.
Yes.
I'm the coolest.
You're on a motorcycle. You have a machine gun.
Yeah. And a lot of angst.
And a lot of
And pain.
Yes. Maria.
Alright, that's it for this episode.
I have to go to the bathroom.
Nope, gotta poop.
Not poop. Just the normal bathroom.
Yeah. I hope I don't make my PCP buddies mad. I love those guys. Yeah, no one listens to this anyways.
I was gonna say, you act like they listen to
Yeah,
this.
sadly.
You're funny.
Bye.
Bye.